Hello! Welcome to the MCSR Ranked Slayoffs! I am your host, Mousy PC. The PC stands for possibly crocodiles. I am joined by the wonderful, incredible, fabulous Greenwich.
Hello. I am Gridich or Jess. I've been speedrunning for 4 years, different games, but mainly Minecraft. And I'm extremely excited to commentate this very silly tournament. Thank you for having me, Mousy.
Thank you for being here. Super, super awesome. I just had a mini panic because many times when I've started my stream before, I've been yapping for ages, and then I find out that the settings on my mic are wrong and it's not on the stream. And I just had the full panic as I scrambled to check that it's okay. It's okay. My settings okay. It's fine. Everyone heard me probably. Participants should not be here. I do not want any spoilers. I don't want any participant to hear me going, "Oh, look at that. The coordinates for the second stronghold are minus 200, 100." And someone sitting there who hasn't blinded yet is like, "Oh, yay." So yes, please participants, I love you dearly, but leave. Be gone from this realm. I love you dearly, but yes. Um at least once we get into the thing proper, which is only 10 minutes away now. So, with a short time limit left, um, with let's talk about first of all charity, the Trevor Project. I love charity. So on my channel page, you should be able to see donation links. You should be able to donate. There should be alerts set up. Um, yes, that should be working correctly. No one, I don't think anyone's donated yet, so there's a new way of knowing, but I can double check that. Yeah, that's okay. Yes. Where are the hedgehogs we were promised? Well, if you want hedgehogs, you'll have to donate. You were promised hedgehogs. If we get some donations, you will absolutely get some hedgehogs. We have some epic donation goals. I wish I had a screen to show this. I haven't made that, unfortunately. I have epic screens, but not for the donation goals. But our first donation goal to hit $50. We can get the Eric exhibition match. Really, this is one I'm most excited for. This is why I put it at the lowest level, because I really want it to be played. Eric's very kindly volunteered to show us how it's done. He's going to be playing a really good seed for us, and it's going to be wonderful. I'm so excited. That'll be happening probably on the day of the quarterfinals, second last day, provided that we are able to hit that in time. It's going to be awesome. At $100, we've got the analysis segment, I'm calling it. We've got a special guest for that. I won't spoil who, but there'll be like a raffle. Anyone, participants, viewers can enter. You submit a speed run that you have that's under 20 minutes, and a lucky winner will get a silly and whimsical analysis segment to enjoy. At 150, this is a big donation goal to hit. I will promise another tournament. This will a slightly different tournament called the Slayons. Um, we will take the format to a higher level. We're going to be taking it to diamond level runners and giving them a shot at it. If we hit that, then I will guarantee that it will happen, and hopefully it will happen a few weeks after the next playoffs end. I've forgotten what the rest of the donation goals are. $200 is the next one, and that's the commentator talent show. That's going to be very fun. Hopefully, if we hit it in time, it will happen. Uh, it will happen on the day of the finals, just before the finals, and that's going to be really fun and silly. 250 is I have forgotten again. I'm finding it. 250 is it's not where I thought it was. That's an old version of the plans for it. Let me scroll back through here and I can find it real quick. The Google Doc should have all the information. No, that's sorry, that's the wrong thing to click on. Just sorry. Whoopsie. Charity, there it is. 250, the documentary raffle. Similar to the analysis segment, you can submit a run of any length, and I will personally make a documentary style video all about it. Put it on my YouTube channel. That's going to be awesome. 350, we've got Slay Ops The Return. I will guarantee another tournament, which would be this same format again, but part 2. And at $500, if we do manage to hit it, the charity-a-thon, which will be like a subathon, but you increase the time through donating to charity. And if we do hit that, then that will happen at the same time as I'll coincide it with the Slay-ons. Probably as the qualifiers start, will also be when I started the charity-a-thon. And it'll be hopefully a really, really, really awesome event. So yeah, lots of exciting stuff. Get your donations in. And yeah, there'll be hedgehogs. There's donation goals. And yay.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Hedgehogs mentioned.
Can't wait to see some,
yes.
Can't wait to see some hedgehogs. You love to see them.
We love to see hedgehogs. Let's talk about the other thing we have to talk about in the 5 minutes we have left before we hit the fateful hour. So the Slay-ons is Slay-offs. The Slay-offs is featuring Emerald level runners. If you're a casual viewer, the chances are you're not going to know the people in this tournament. There's a lot of people in the tournament who are currently in the chat right now. Take note of those names. While I've been going through the names, I have been checking up on what people's achievements, and I've compiled a list of 12 of the key players in this event. If you don't have anyone to root for, if you don't know the people, let me talk to you about some of the people to keep an eye on as we go into our first round. There is a chance that some of these people don't show up today. That does happen sometimes. But let's talk about some of the top players in this event, the people who I would expect to qualify. I believe there was someone else who joined very last minute who was really good, who was unfortunately not on this list. Not much I can do about that. The scene had already been made. So, starting off, we have HBX. HBX is a good friend of mine, wonderful person. She's a very talented runner with a 1402 peak elo. That's when I checked. That it is possible that in the last week, less than a week since she signed up, that's increased. But she recently got her first sub 10 in ranked, a really, really impressive achievement. She's an absolute... She's just incredible. Everything that she does is so fast. Keep an eye on her. I expect great things. We have Knov or Nov, if you've depending how that's supposed to be pronounced, with over 1,000 games played in season 7 of Ranked and a peak elo of 1409, 7 higher than HBX in season 8. That is. A 903 personal best, very, very impressive, and a 1333 average completion time. I believe that's also in Season 8. Just an absolute force to be reckoned with. 3 Tenacity has a 1415 peak elo. We're getting higher in season 7, and only a 1002 PB hasn't managed to hit that sub 10 yet. But clearly a very, very talented runner. With not having hit that sub 10 PB yet, my assumption would be, I don't know this runner personally. My assumption is they're going to be a bit more of a consistent player. But yeah, we'll see. Bronco SR, with 400 matches already in season 8, which is so, like, season 8 hasn't been out that long. 400 is a huge amount. Very excitingly, learnt 0 cycles from videos that I made a long time ago. I met Bronco queued in queued in a match, and that was when he was like, I learned 0 cycles from you. I was like, wow, this is awesome. And then he beat me. And I was like, wow, this is less awesome. I regret everything. Why did I make tutorials? So yeah, Bronco, another one to look out for. I think a bit lower on peak elo and average time, but clearly it's been on an absolute grind. Has been rising through the ranks.
Pretty sure has a sub 9 in ranked.
Oh yeah, no, he did say he got a sub 9 in a private room, which is just mind-boggling. Just, I can't even. These people are insane. Hitty, over 1,000 games in season 7, nearly 500 in season 8. 945 ranked PB, 1439 peak elo. High Guy, 1155 ranked PB, all-time peak elo of 1451. That's incredible. Finished season 7 with 1325 elo. Ichikao has only a 1311 peak elo, but a 1042 personal best and over 400 games in season 8 with nearly, oh my gosh, I remember this. I remember seeing this and be like, really? How is that even possible? Played nearly 2,000 games in season 7. Like, there's a grind, and then there's whatever that is. That's absolutely monumental. We have Carcass Law or Carcass Law. Again, not sure about that. That's the Minecraft name. Goes by Julie on Discord. So I assume Julie will be the name that she has on her stream. Yes. I've put the Minecraft name on here because that's what you're going to be seeing in chat, getting the advancements and the completions. Over 800 games in season 7, 200 in season 8. There's a big trend of people playing a lot of games in this. 931 personal best, 1396 peak elo, not quite hit 1400 yet, and a 1349 average. That's insanely fast. Just slightly slower average than Kanov. M8 4U, I think the Discord name is M84TY, so I think it's supposed to be like Matey or something. Or is it M8TY or something? I think it's supposed to be Matey, but I'm not entirely sure on that. Hasn't played much ranked, but does have a 1398 peak elo. Sorry, what were you saying?
No, I was just saying I'm not sure either.
Okay. A name that everyone should recognize, Oliver SR, has the creator bias going for him. A 1411 peak elo. Also, very interestingly, when I last checked his stats, when I was checking if he was eligible, the very last game that he had played HVX and won. So we'll see if that's a prophecy. Interestingly, only 1123 ranked PB. Hasn't got a sub 11 in ranked yet, which is interesting, I think, for such an impressive elo. But I assume just a runner who really knows his stuff. I would expect that from Oliver, just someone who knows what he's talking about. He knows all the strats. And And then we have Snake, who has a 1406 peak elo, just barely into that Emerald 3 range. I think the highest PB here, 858 ranked PB, just barely sub 9. In a ranked, like an actual ranked game against an opponent is beyond impressive. And a 1301 average, that's also the highest. Wow. And finally, we have Yubba Wubba. Brilliant name. 400 games in season 8, a 10 flat PB. That reminds me of like Molly G's run from like way back when Brentilda held the world record, and I believe Molly G got like a 10:02 or something, and just barely missed out on sub 10. But 10 flat's kind of rough for a PB, just not quite getting the sub 10 badge. And only 1330 peak elo, which is very, very good, but it's not like these 1400 nerds that we've seen. But yeah, so many really, really impressive runners.
Just a quick thing that you didn't talk about, but maybe worth mentioning in a tournament where you're not always expecting what you're gonna get. M8 for you is one of the people who completed 1,000 runs in the reset. Actually,
Wow.
998 to be more precise, but a very, very impressive achievement.
Wow. Yeah.
It might turn out to be helpful.
So we're going to be
Never.
starting in about a minute. So this is my beautiful scene. I call it the wall. We're going to have as many perspectives as we can to get a good view of the overworld. Gotta love that setup from the Parabolica. Absolutely beautiful.
As
Um,
always.
high quality. We've got some of the key players I mentioned before up on here. Also, some of the players that I haven't mentioned. I want to try and give a good view to everyone if I can. Um, yeah. Oliver the ranked dev, absolutely. I'm. That was a bit of a jump scare when I found out that Oliver had signed up to play. Really, really exciting to see big names being interested in my silly little tournament. I'm interested to see what seed type we're playing. One thing I haven't touched on yet is the 3 new seed types on top of the standard 5. If you haven't been keeping up with what's going on with the slayoffs, one of the things we've added is seed types. I haven't checked up on how the voting has gone, so we're going to just sort of find out. It's either going to be a jungle temple seed, or a non-traditional seed, or a wacky seed. Non-traditional is either structureless or cod strats, or also a desert temple, and when there's no iron in it, but you blow it up and there's iron ore exposed. Wacky seed is, well, it's wacky. It's various very silly things. Greenwich, thoughts on the seed types. Is there one that you particularly want to see for this first seed?
Really want to see structureless.
Mm,
That's always an interesting thing to look at.
structureless. Yeah. Um,
Yeah, but I mean anything can be interesting.
yeah. I think. Well. Yeah. We've got. I lost my train of thought there. I'm noticing a lot of whirly symbols on my stream. Of the streams keep refreshing, which is not the best sign. Surely that's fine. We might have a bit of scuffed. I might switch us over to a
Really?
different perspective for the overworld and leave the wall if it's gonna be problematic. Um, but surely it's fine. Yeah, I think personally the one I it's a bit basic, but personally I'm most excited for the wacky seed. Um, it's it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. Um, Also, the players are going to be voting on the Bastion type that gets played. Um, oh, I have an act. I have a ping. I have accidentally hit a hotkey. My bad. It was a message asking me if I'm good to start. I'm going to use my phone from now on to reply to messages, and then I don't hit hotkeys on my keyboard and change screens by accident. Because the last thing we want to do is be in the end, intense battle, and then suddenly you just get hit with the key player's screen. Whoops! We should be underway in just a moment. Seems like every stream is currently refreshing. Let's put us onto this screen for now. Snake is offline. Okay. Snake is getting replaced with HBX. We've got some different names up there. It's also being kind of slow. Little bit worrying. This is not what you want to see. Not at all. I'll be fine, right? Snake is alive?
Really?
Snake is alive, apparently. Oh, here we go. For the people whose streams are loaded. Oh, I see a jungle. I see a jungle. Nothing's loading, but bottom right on Sultron's screen, we have a jungle temple. I love this seed.
Oh.
So this seed, I rolled. This is a really fun story. I spent ages trying to seed find using Q biomes for jungle temple seeds. After several hours of seed finding, I then played an RSG session and almost immediately loaded this seed type. This seed exactly. Absolutely insane that happened. Um, Kind of crazy. Um, this is really bad. Okay, I'm gonna remove some perspectives, I think. And I'm not entirely sure what I can do to deal with the lag. Really unfortunate. We can see
Maybe,
that
yeah, turning down the definition, the quality can help. But I don't know. Not sure if it's trying to load the like every single perspective or just the ones on screen.
okay, let's turn down that a bit and see if that works. Try to keep an eye on who we have got visible and the advancements that might appear on their screen to give us an idea of who's ahead right now. Sultron is in the Nether, Bridge Bastion. Beautiful. Very very
kind
good
of fighting.
pace. At Chalice at under 3 minutes. That's good. That's what we like to see. Sultron is
Seen
first.
before yet.
Sultron is first to get those were the days. Sultron is actually just fully in the lead, or it should be. Settings are set to only the first advancement that happens shows up. So yeah, not one of my key players that I'd listed, but putting up a really, really impressive performance. I think something's gone wrong on HPX's. I think maybe HPX got baited by a bad ravine there. Um, let's also bring up. Who else can we put up here? Let's put Oliver SR into 3 tenacity spot because there's not much going on their screen. Looking like a solid. Oh, single chest over here. Is it a double single?
Probably. I didn't. Yeah, I didn't see well. They were
We have a
mining the dots.
donation. That donation alert is wrong. No. Oh, shoot. Rats. No, we don't have a donation. Sorry. Those viewer rewards aren't supposed to be there. Um, I forgot to turn those off. My bad. I see the issue. Those.
Okay, now
Okay.
there's a right triple, but Saltron just didn't notice. Is that the fort that we just saw? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it
I
is.
imagine it would be.
Yeah,
These are gonna be really good. Now there's yeah.
yeah, that's the fortress.
Very
So we're just gonna hang a
interesting.
pearl.
Yeah. It's I think probably a bit of a mistake from Soltron to do Donkey Kong and not realizing that it was a right triple, a right side Donkey Kong
Maybe it was buried.
or
I'm not sure.
some sort of pivot would have worked a lot better. But I mean, gets the route done. Has got a number of piglins trading. We've got some pre-craft going, so seems to be in a really good position. Oliver currently frozen on the right of the screen. One heart, hoggling right there. What will happen next? We need like the things like will be like is it will be right back? I don't know, little meme thing.
I'm sure everything's gonna be fine
I'm
for
sure.
Oliver.
Yeah. Look, Oliver is probably just in the middle of crashing the server to make sure that he doesn't die. Soltron into the fortress first. Absolutely commanding lead. Hasn't made any
Sub 6
mistakes.
minutes.
The big difficulty with Jungle Temple Seeds is the food situation. You basically only have rotten flesh and not that much of it. And Soltron is just handling it like an absolute pro right now. Ooh, yeah. It's a good. Ooh, wither skeletons. Ah! Yeah, beautifully
Feeding
done.
them.
There's the spawner. Lovely.
Gonna have to craft a new axe real soon. Yeah,
Yeah.
right here.
I would have probably prioritized crafting the axe over the bed in the bastion. Although, I mean, ideally you want to craft both. There's currently a rod sitting on the ground that I'm a
Yeah,
bit scared
maybe
about.
just for, forgot. That
Yeah.
happens.
I mean, there's going to
You
be
know.
nerves going on in the tournament that's going to have a massive effect. Blaze being a bit difficult.
Yeah, we're gonna place bed right now. Does that Blaze die? No, he doesn't. That's convenient. And yeah, just clearing out the fire. Just in plain lead, and if Saltron is able to play that consistently, that could technically be a free win. I don't know if anyone else is in the fort. Yeah, okay. There are a few
I'm
people in the
gonna
fort.
unfortunately have to.
HPX with a diamond sword for some reason. I don't know
Oh yeah,
why.
there were diamonds in the jungle temple. I don't know why Soltron doesn't have them. Maybe just like doesn't isn't very good with using the sword. Oh, we got a bow tie. Very fancy. You would expect that from top level runners, but from this level, honestly, I wouldn't really. Um. Uh. I'm gonna reduce it to just two perspectives because that seems to be all that's working. Unfortunately. What's that distance? 1200? Not the best. Oh, Mushroom Island! Mushroom Island! Yes!
Mushroom Island blind.
I
So
love.
you're getting some food here. That's nice.
Yeah.
Very convenient.
When have you ever had a Mushroom Island pit stop in the middle of a speed run? I don't think that's ever happened to me. Obviously, I did that
I
intentionally. Even
think
I
so.
I checked for this specifically in the seed findings. Trust, 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 trust. We've got the
The people is
beautiful.
asking for Snake on main screen.
I will
I
bring
don't
up
know if it's
Snake
just
in a
to see their
moment.
favorite speedrunner, if they're on some kind of pace.
Hmm. I just wanted to take a second before I lose HPX to appreciate that beautiful background. That's a wonderful, wonderful little seal. Let's bring Snake up onto this side point. Oh, yeah, no,
That was
Snake is
another
doing
great.
well. Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, Snake in the Stronghold.
I think perhaps they
You
saw
made
the
up a lot
advancement.
of time.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
not
Creeper.
sure where, 'cause probably in the fort. The fort wasn't that great
Yeah.
for Sultron.
Please do not die, Snake.
Yeah, just gonna hunger reset here. Playing safe.
Soltron is
And
still building.
Sultron
Soltron's getting the
on
portal now.
chords. On chords.
This looks like a really tough.
Oh, misplaced option.
Oh no. Just kill the Endermite. Holy Nav seems like Starlight is also struggling in the stronghold right now. If I find, there you go. You're at the bottom. The tournament tool. Really, really struggling. There's the second library. Starlight is dead. I think. I think Starlight forfeited. That's really unfortunate. Definitely not worth forfeiting. There is a 25. HPX is zeroing. HPX is zeroing and we're missing it. Frick. I can't find. Oh,
That could be a win in the bag for HPX.
a huge
Putting
from.
putting in very comfortable situation.
Oh, it's a beautiful zero
And the
cycle.
dragon is
With
dead.
just enough health to Pearl. Snake is currently death resetting. Knov is got take
And
aim.
Louis won actually with 11,
Oh,
19.
wow. Let me. Knov up should be in the middle of a
Snake,
zero cycle
Snake
right
just
now.
found the core room.
Dragon's dead for Knov.
Snake zero cycling. You may want to get that on the big screen.
So we got Snake building the setup right now. Looks like a 1/8, which I am not a fan of. um, Jacko gets fourth. Huge W. Oh, this is really awkward
Snake trying
zero.
to get some double beds, but not able to pull them off, and then it's becoming awkward. They have a low amount of explosives.
The three. Oh, that double didn't work very well. Okay,
That
you could do
should
this.
be enough. That anchor should be enough, but that's scary.
Big question in getting down off the tower. Okay,
Yeah.
hopefully has a boat.
Probably has a boat, I'm assuming. Yeah.
Go get there. Oh wait, no, it's not 1/8. It's I think that's a
It
front
is
cage. Oliver
front
gets
tower.
fifth. Very nice. Let's bring Sultron back up onto the screen, see how she's doing. That's Xanthus. Um, click the wrong person. Who else? Yeah, Sultran's also struggling with the stronghold right now. Um, Jacko died to skeletons in the jungle temple. I've been informed, which and came back. There's the portal room for Sultran. There it is. Don't die, please.
Gonna do hunger reset, but overlapping damage. Oh,
No!
didn't get the
No!
time.
No! You're kidding!
That's
No!
unfortunate.
What? Oh, disaster. We have POJ just got sixth, I believe it was. Um a very interesting runner who hasn't really played much Minecraft recently, but has a sub 3 all advancements. Yeah, kind of
Who's
crazy.
that? Sorry.
Uh, POJIIPOG. Oh
Oh
no,
yeah,
Bronco!
fudge.
That's not how I taught zero cycles. Oh dear, a disaster. Skelly has also had a disaster. That's very unfortunate. Goldem might not have joined us. Let's see. Goldem is offline. Let's bring up Julie. That's Carcass Law, or Natural Snow Deer. Maskers gets ninth. Very epic. We have Azalea Colon in the end, but struggling. Azalea Colon 3, I should say.
Yeah,
Um,
makes more sense. Yeah, Julie once again. Not once again when we seen this. But struggling on the nav
yeah, it's just like
as well.
everyone's caught up in this stronghold. It would seem. Of the Lithani, gets 10th. We're only 15 minutes in. There's still 10 minutes to get your completions in, and people are struggling. People are dying. People are failing. This is where mental plays a massive, massive, massive role here. You you've got to, even
Yeah, you must not give up.
even Soltron and Bronco can still come back and get some very crucial points here, because other people are gonna make those same mistakes. Um, and it
Exactly.
feels like Julie's just going to be in this stronghold for the rest of her life at this point. I think she has no idea where the portal room is. I don't know who is. Uh,
Don't really know either.
is
I
Wiz zeroing? That's a good question. I'll see if I can find that information for you. I can't see Wizlord in my list. There's too many people. Too many people on here. I can't see Wizlord at all on my whitelist, which is a bit concerning. I wonder if Wizlord has been left off by accident, which is very unfortunate. Let's get Hitty and Quizkey on screen. Oh no! Wait, this isn't the Slay Off qualifiers. Did they remember that they
yeah.
signed up? Look.
What is? Did they give up or something? What's
I
what's
I'm
happening here? Really curious what happened. I don't think you're
quality
supposed to have an egg
slayoffs
in
content
playoffs.
here. I think maybe Hitty just kind of forgot that they've signed up, and it's just vibing. Maybe didn't know what time it was. Seems like Quizkey is either done or has died and given up. Um, uh, I can see in tap. Yeah, Quizkey got a completion. So did Rivnar's just finishing now. Wizlord got a completion. Let's get more people up on this. I was okay. It's not Rojas is in the stronghold, Snitch is in the bastion. Something has definitely transpired here. Um, let's. That's the wrong thing to be. That's not how that works. There we go. Let's swap them around and let's bring someone else onto the second part of the screen. Oh, let's bring Julie back. Apparently Julie had been in the stronghold for an extremely long time and is in need of some pats. That's not Julie. There we go. Julie's death resetting.
Well, she found the problem.
Yay!
So we'll be
Okay.
able to enter the end and hopefully hit a zero cycle.
And we're going to get to actually catch a zero cycle in full this time. With some added lag, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. And you also get
better.
like the thing on Twitch showing the Twitch name Natural Snow Deer. It's going to be the slowest zero cycle you've ever seen, and that's not Julie's fault. It is a back dragon. Always tricky. There are only 2 POVs because I had to remove the other POVs because it was just way too laggy. Unfortunately, in the break, I'm gonna do some resetting of some Wi-Fi stuff and see what I can do. We're currently poised at Y90. I'll be interested to see if she pushes for 95. She does. Gets there in plenty of time. Should be good. There's the setup. Interesting setup. I think maybe that was a misplace with the extra obsidian on top. Tigronia has just stolen 15th place. And Unique, wow, so close together. Seems like there's been a disaster that we've missed slightly.
That looks tricky for Julie here.
Oh,
and Julie's dead.
Great perspective of that. That is going to be a pats for Julie. We only caught a slideshow of what happened there. We're going to reduce ourselves down to 1 POV because that's where we're at right now. Rojas is not going for a zero cycle, but is in the end. There's still placements left. I'll bring up a POV just to check what's going on there. Really interested to see what's happened to Soltron in all this time. Has just made it back with the stuff. Soltron, don't die, please. Soltron, please. And for those of you who missed it, Soltron was the first person into the Bastion, first person into the Fortress, one of the early people into the Stronghold. Unfortunately, had a death here, and has made it all the way back. So I'm really invested in this storyline. Okay, we have a death reset going. Please.
What are we? Okay.
Take the bed. It's good. One more explosive. Let's see this end fight.
Has a very low amount of blocks.
I don't think we're going to be seeing a zero cycle
and that's
here.
About it.
But you need to... Looks like they're setting up for it.
Setting it up, but... I don't... Oh, the mouse is shaky.
Yeah. There's only 3 minutes left to complete the seed. You do need to go.
With the force perch. No, it should be fine with the force perch.
Should be. Oh, we have a diagonal perch.
Force perch, 3 minutes.
For, I've forgotten who's up here. Rojas. Looks like they're getting it done.
This with crying obsidian when you have gravel. Okay, good.
Come on, Soldier. Oh, that was the 20th completion.
The match is over? Oh,
apparently so.
Okay.
Well,
I thought it was only
the Parabolica gets in some quick completions at the end. Wow, that was a seed. Wizlaw, I'm so sorry you cannot be added to the whitelist. It is too late. I'm so sorry that you've been left off of it. You're still able to play. Your points will count. It's not a problem at your end. But I'm afraid I can't show you on the mainstream. Very unfortunate. Let's see. Okay, we have some scores to look at. So for a recap of what happened, we can head over to this beautiful results screen. So Louis got first with HPX second, Knov. HPX and Knov, key players, but Louis and Jacko, not people I'd expect to be getting top four. Really, really, really impressive. We have Snake, POG, Koala, Maskers of the Lithani, Quizkey. Quizkey I played in ranked fairly recently. I did manage to win that one. Fun fact: Charlotte Kitty, Wizlord, Reevnar, Tigronia, and Unique You. Those are our current top 16. They are in. If qualifiers ended right now, this would be our top 16 seeds, the ones who make it through. But very crucial points for High Guy, Yubba Wubba, Kitty Meow, and the Parabolica. The Parabolica was someone very nervous going into this tournament, I think. Someone who didn't think that he would be scoring this well, but here we are. Beautiful stuff. Wow. I'm going to send this over to an intermission screen, which will be awesome. And yeah, we'll be back here in just under 10 minutes. I'm gonna have to end the intermission slightly early, but yes. What's my hotkey for that again? We're back. We're so back. Voting should be underway for the seed right now. We'll be getting on with seed 2 very shortly. Hope everyone's doing amazing. I hope everyone survived the great purge of Twitch. My stream had to restart. That's because I've been resetting some Wi-Fi things, trying to sort some stuff out, so that hopefully we can maybe, if we're lucky, handle 2 whole streams on the main screen at the same time. Wouldn't that be crazy? uh, but we're live currently, and that's what matters. I've been scranning cold dinner in the break as well, because I didn't manage to eat any of my dinner before starting the stream. Yay. Good stuff. Excellent. Let's see how we're doing. This is your reminder that we're doing this for charity. If you've got a spare dollar to hand, because it's American, do consider donating to the Trevor Project. That would be awesome and amazing and wonderful. Ooh, there's definitely been a big drop off of viewers. I think the stream restarting has
Yeah, probably.
lost some people. That's a shame. Oh, can we get 07 for all the brave chatters that we lost?
Let's hope for a Curryway raid.
Curryway raid.
Something.
That's definitely. I mean, look, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if the king drops in on the stream to be like, oh yeah, I'm interested in the Slayoffs. I'm like, what? Why? I've had way too many people who are like actually kind of famous show interest in this silly wacky tournament, and it's really really awesome.
Hey, Oliver's playing, so
Yeah,
there's a chance he's aware that the tourney exists.
I think it's possible. Um, awesome. Okay, time to switch us over to. Since I've restarted my thing, I'd be interested to know if this is any even remotely improved. The Parabolica is loaded. The others, not so much. The
Only that's
Parabolica is
like,
ready to go. Let's get him up on the main screen. Where is
let's
it?
get the goat on the main screen.
And let's also bring up who Louis finished first. Let's see if I can find Louis. It's way too many people. Surely Louis wasn't missed off from the whitelist. Surely.
I don't know if
I
you
can't see
saw
Louis.
that, but Louis actually PB'd because their ranked PB is like a 12 something. So
Wait,
getting that 11-19 is actually technically a PB.
there's no way. That's insane. That's insane.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
12-28.
really sad. I can't find Louis on the whitelist. I'm so sorry. Let's bring up Xanthus 7 and let's be a little bit adventurous and also bring up Mariah's corpse as a third POV. We're feeling dangerous. There's an ad break in progress. Don't worry, ad breaks are only 30 seconds per hour. It's not. They barely even exist. Seems like this is running reasonably enough. Wizlord, again, I can't add you to the whitelist now that we're here. For technical issues that I've been having, I've had to get Phantom, the creator, to make the whitelist for me and send it over. There's some tech difficulties. Shout out Phantom for doing that for me. Sylv might be waiting for me to confirm that we're ready to go. I should say ready when you are. We get some quality arm perspective there from the Parabolica. Sylv can't see the whitelist. This is the whitelist for being able to see. Oh, Louis is here. Wait. Sorry, Xanthus. Here we go. I'm excited to see what C type we have going. We have our 20th finisher and our first finisher up on the screen, plus Mariah's corpse for some added fun. Whoa! That is a donation this time. It's not a false alert. That's a bit of money. Definite. We hit the first donation goal.
Hey.
Also, it's a wacky seed. I love this.
Oh wow.
Not many people
Igloo.
know that netherite pickaxes can naturally spawn in igloos, by the way. Definitely real thing. We also have.
Yeah, it's true.
I love that the Parabolica got that. There's a regeneration potion in the thing. It's thinking to grab stone, grabbing way too much stone. There is a furnace upstairs. Grabs the coal. This is good. Wacky Seed is all about your quick thinking. How easily do you figure out the point of the seed? And I think Parabolica here is doing an excellent job. I will actually yeah, it's fine. A bit difficult to see what's going on with the Parabolica's got it. So yes, you can run commands at the start of ranked matches So I've done some silly things with this. Um, and some people have noticed the the lava pool is a bit interesting. I used a clone command to clone it over from elsewhere, so it's a floating, weird, messed up block of lava pool, and very interestingly, because it's got snow on top of the grass, but I cloned the grass and not the snow. If you might be able to notice that in some parts you can see there's like this weird texture of grass beneath snow levels that you're not supposed to be able to see. Jacko says that this seed is absolutely wonderful. I'm so pleased. I love this seed. I'm really excited to see the players doing it. Need to keep an eye on chat here and see who gets hot stuff first. Be ready to switch to them.
So it appears that the Parabolica is gonna woodlight.
Oh, I do know where the gravel is on this seed. I mean, there's rivers everywhere, so I feel like that shouldn't be too difficult to find. There we go. That's where the gravel is.
Yeah, but do they have iron? Or am I stupid?
Oh, I think I saw them have 4 iron in the furnace. Perhaps there's been a little bit of slip up. Ah, we have hot stuff.
Autism.
Looks like they're gonna be. Oh, what? Interesting. No, it's Julian first. They got hot stuff, but then weren't able to build a portal for some reason. I wonder if maybe that was a strategy for trying to get food. We have Julie up first into the Nether. I think that was the fortress just off. Oh yeah, it's right there. There's the fort. This is a housing bastion by the looks of it. Places the blocks in the wrong place, but figures it out. Has a piglin that's. Piglin saw what happened. Oh no, okay. Scary lava right there. Fortunately, it's not a lava housing. I did check for that.
Love to see
Um,
that. I mean, it'd be interesting to have a lava housing in such a tournament.
it would, but I think everyone would hate it. I don't intend on acquiring everyone's wrath. I think Parabolic is in lava. No, it's okay. Parabolic is okay. It's just there's lava right there.
Yeah, I was just zoomed in, but it's alright. So we're gonna head off to the bastion. Oh, okay, I was confused. Parabolica has to remove his tag to Ire.
That's incredible. Oh
He
no.
just put it back on
I
when
found a design
you were the
flaw. Beautiful. Who's winning? It is Louis. Louis won the first seed with 20 points, followed by HPX, followed by Knov. And this is only the second seed, this one. Julia's currently was first to enter the Nether here. Though I imagine the runners are going to be pretty close together. Julie is also the first to get that advancement there. I didn't see. There's a different language, so I can't tell what it is, but it's probably something like cutting onions or something. Going to set a pearl hang now. Very good. You can see the fortress.
no need to hang a pearl, I think.
Yeah, I think pearl hang's a bit unnecessary, really. I think you would be much better waiting on the trades and just going up and
Is
running to it.
hanging a pearl,
Yeah.
hoping that the fort goes that direction. I'm not sure though
We
if it
I
is.
did see it running like along that line, but I think it's just it's not gonna save you a whole lot of time. We got plenty of pearls, only 12 obsidian. There's some more. Need to check this chest. There's some more in there. With the netherite pickaxe, you're gonna be absolutely fine. Even if you have to mine 1 obsidian, it's not gonna take you. I think it breaks the same speed as diamond, but
What is
yeah.
she waiting for then?
She's got I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I think
worth
she just
getting.
forgot about.
You
Oh,
do save potentially
is
10
that a
seconds
skeleton?
by, yeah,
Yeah, that's a skeleton.
by getting the full 20. So I may be worth waiting, but yeah.
I'm not
Um,
sure. I don't know how long it takes. Maybe as long as a diamond pick, maybe a little shorter.
yeah, I believe
Not
it's 10
sure.
seconds. So Julie is still in the lead. I wouldn't say it was the best played Bastion, but when you're under pressure, when you've got the nerves going, is getting it done. Um, who else can we see on the screen? Who do we want up? I removed Xanthus before, very rudely. So let's bring Xanthus back, who has made it into the Bastion on very low health. Is trying to get the route done. That's scary. Please don't die. Pro tip for anyone who doesn't know. Oh, the gold's elevated. Oh, it came back down. I don't know if you saw that, but that was beautiful. The gold
Good to see that.
slowly elevating out of view and then it dropped back through the hole. We're safe. We're safe. It's okay. Julie is blinding with 10 eyes crafted at low 7 very fast.
Pretty good pace, yeah. I didn't see if she was the first person to blind.
Yeah, the notification, which isn't an advancement, I think would only show up on other people's screen, and I think I saw it on Xanthus' screen. But it is possible that someone else could have got it and we didn't notice. Um,
But
Snake and
she's definitely doing
Starlights are also in the fort. We've got some Snake fans in chat. It was lovely seeing you not die, Xanthus, but I'm gonna pass it over to Snake now. Um, So Julie's leaving, I think, with no food. As a difficult thing with the igloo is that there's not really. It's what food naturally spawned in the chest. I don't think I added
Yeah,
anything.
that should be enough to get to the Bastion and probably Nav as well. She should be like
Mm.
basically on courts here.
So
Yeah, she's on courts.
interestingly, Snake and Julie are basically at the same moment. Snake interestingly digs through and goes lower down, which is going to cost them time and won't matter because Julie's in
Until we
starter.
hit the stronghold.
I think Julie was absolutely right there. Just build it where you are. I didn't see
Didn't
what
see
the
the
Y
Y
height
level.
was, but it wouldn't have been
Yeah,
that
but
bad. Oh, who put
didn't
those
look that
creepers
high.
there? I didn't seed find for those creepers. Oh no.
That's a lot of creepers.
No!
Oh, Julie's dead. That's unfortunate.
Oh,
And
not
Snake just
another
hit
stronghold
gold,
disaster
so
for her. Oh, I'm so sorry.
yeah, that's unfortunate. That was actually a sub 10 pace.
Snakes in the portal room. Snakes in the portal room. Oliver struggling in the fort on low food and low health. What I haven't seen much of is anyone using that regeneration potion. I think it's not something that you ever have to deal with. Oh, this is a tough zero cycle. It is back
Maybe
T100.
able to hit.
You need
Maybe
to
gonna
know your
be
side
able to hit some
setups.
side setup.
You're not hitting a top
I
setup.
mean,
You are not Dugile.
top setup is
You're
it.
not hitting a
No, that's
95. You're
doable.
too late. You're too late. There's no way you're hitting this. God, no! I appreciate the effort, but
That was close enough. If
one
like
respawn anchor down
yeah, if you
shouldn't
had
matter. No arrows. Let's see if other people are
no,
able to
with
hit the zero
with a
cycle.
better part, it's definitely a hittable top setup. Definitely
Not at this level.
realistic.
There's no way. HPX building the
I mean, I'm
portal.
not familiar with Snake, but
Starlight
I
also.
wouldn't be surprised if HPX went for it, for example.
HPX is very skilled. I would expect her to do a side setup. like top 100 setup is the hardest zero cycle setup in the game, easily. I'm gonna swap these two
No,
around
no,
because
no, no.
HPX is in first.
That's a lie. I've
Maybe
hit
I
it
should have
before.
left it.
There are many setups that I haven't hit.
Taking time to sort the inventory, did a setupless zero, is not gonna go for it, or maybe is trying to conserve health. No, just gonna. Snake just forfeited the match. Definitely. How far in are we? There's time. I love this. HVX is breaking the. HVX cancelled the breaking of the crying obsidian by
No,
punching the
that doesn't
torch.
cancel. No, that doesn't cancel.
Oh, does it not? No.
Because it's instant.
Tenacity wins. We completely missed that. Perhaps managed to hit the zero cycle. Let's bring back. Who was it? Who was in the end first? It was Julie, right? No, Julie died. It was.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
She was the first
Julie's
in the
not
stream.
having a good day. Oh no. It was. Wasn't it Snake who just forfeited?
Yeah, it was Snake, right? Right.
Oh, something bad happened there. Let's. Oliver's in the portal room. Huge. Okay, let's leave it like this. Don't die to these creepers, please. Yeah, Bronco saying the food was annoying. Did Bronco get a completion? I missed that. Must have been second. POG gets third. Another really good completion. I think Bronco and I've already forgotten who finished first. Tenacity both didn't get any points last time. HPX gets fourth. Wonderful. Okay, zero cycle from Oliver incoming.
Oliver hitting top setup.
No, not going for it. I personally, I'm very confident on my side. Well, not very confident. I am confident on my side setups, and I would be going for a Y90 back to 100 setup, but it is just when you've got zero food, I do understand not even attempting it. Soltron is about to be entering the end. Matey manages to take fifth place. Kanov is in the. Kanov is running a taxi service in the end. There's a perch. Ugh. Ugh. Just providing some sound effects to the zero cycle. I see Soltron using the regeneration potion now. Would have been a great asset to use during a zero cycle. Got something interesting building from Kanov. Is gonna.
I think it was a heart.
Okay, I was worried that they were gonna. They nearly lost a place to that. They nearly lost a placement to that. That was wow. Azalea colon 3 and Oliver getting crucial points in. Really, really good.
I'm getting a lot of completions here.
Yeah.
4 in
they're rolling in.
15 seconds.
Xanthus into the stronghold. Encounter is currently in the fortress. Probably took a death there. Parabolica gets 13th. That's huge. Supersedes Zed Lord in 14th. And Maskers, again, also had a good finish last time. Get some crucial points. And Tigronia, another repeat completion. Xanthos is going to have to, might struggle to get a completion. And if you're not able to hit the zero cycle, I don't know how many people are in the end right now, but it could be close. I don't know what Skelly is up to. Oh, Jacko! Jacko gets another completion after a fourth place, now gets a 17th. There's iron in the floor, Oliver MCSR says. Oliver MCSR did not spot the iron ore in the floor of the igloo. That's a bit of a, that's a pats. Jacko died in the bastion, apparently. Huge comeback. Um, I really want to know what's going on with Julie. I really want Julie to make a comeback. She's been doing so well and hasn't been able to convert it to points with two stronghold disasters, and it looks like she's stuck in the overworld not doing anything. That's a big pats. Um, our hot stuff first achievement haver is currently into the fortress. No letters, please. Gets a first completion. Soltron after uh wait, no, it was Soltron who had the stronghold disaster last time. What happened to Julie? I don't remember. Maybe also a
Died
strong.
in the end. Yeah, died
Oh
due to
yeah.
zero. Misplaced wannabe and didn't get knocked back on the dragon.
Uh Not Rojas will bring up. Is currently not playing. Also Xanthus not going for the zero cycle. There's plenty of time, but not so many completions yet left. We've got a blind from Snitch. Yubba Wubba is in the igloo currently. Not a good sign. Who? Hi Guy. Hi Guy was one of my. Oh, Unique You claims the last completion. Well, well. We'll wait until we have all the results in, and then I'll bring us over to the screen. Take a look at where we stand. That's the wacky seed for you. There it is in all its beautiful glory. You have to be checking for silly things like surprise iron ore in the floor and regeneration potions placed into brewing stands. All kinds of things can happen. Uh, got some positive feedback on the seed. I'm noticing a lot of people who are in the tournament. I want to be clear that you shouldn't be listening to this stream while you're playing. I just want to make sure that that's clear to everyone. As we're going onwards, I don't want anyone receiving information they shouldn't have. Oh, there's some adjusting going on with the scoring. They've put some people into the wrong location, it would seem. Let's send us over to a yapping screen. Wow. Thoughts on that last seed we just seen?
That was interesting. That was really interesting. I wasn't expecting the netherite pick. Just overall, really interesting overworld and then yeah, a good nether too. So
Shout out to Paraphraser, and Paraphraser was the one who pointed out to me that um you that it's possible to run commands at the start of, that's where I was going with that thought. It's possible to run commands at the start of ranked matches. The original idea for the wacky seed would have been a disaster, but instead it's something beautiful, and that's all thanks to Paraphraser, who came along and fixed it. Seems like the results are in. So in first place, taking a commanding lead, HPX, 36 out of a possible 40, has only dropped 4 points so far. Really impressive. Kanov and POG getting joint second.
tied for second now.
We've got I mean, any player with 20 points here is in a really good position. Interestingly, in joint seventh, Tenacity and Louis, they've only completed one seed. It's just that that seed they won, and it makes so much difference being able to actually win a seed. The Parabolica, I am surprised he's still in 20th. I thought he would be higher. I mean, he is very close to 16th place. We currently have a three-way tie for it. Um, but
Oh wow. Yeah.
he's got two completions, played really well, but it's just unfortunately being let down a little bit by the pace, it would seem. Just not able to uh yeah, not able to score big and is still on the chopping block. Um Other names that we have, um uh, Jacko is not someone that I expected to be doing uh as well as he is. He's got really two solid completions, even after dying in the second seed. I've been asked by Blind Travel what the fastest completion. I believe last seed was an 11:12 or something by Louis. I've not been keeping track of the completion times, but that would be the fastest completion so far. Um, and and that was apparently Louis' ranked personal best at the same time. The J in Jacko is pronounced like a Y, so it'd be Yakko. Good
Yeah.
comms. Thank you, hi guy. Um yeah. I've also been really impressed with Wizlord and Azalea Colon 3, who are not people that I had down as key players, but have been doing really, really well, getting two completions in both times. Um, yeah. Azalea Colon 3 died to an Enderman in the first seed and would have been ninth if it wasn't for that. That's a big pats. There is not a command currently to learn about the format. I will try and add that for the for the next stream. That's a good com and something I've forgotten, unfortunately. There we go. That's where we stand after two seeds. Three more seeds of Minecraft to be played. I will send us over to a shortened intermission screen, I believe. I need to double check what the time of the next seed is. Seed 3 is starting in 8 minutes. So we're going to take a 5-minute intermission. Please do ignore the timer. I don't have a 5-minute timer ready to go. Bit of an oversight. But we'll be back here very shortly for seed number 3. We're so back for seed 3. I got an interesting question from Cafo, spelled with a Q. Don't know how to pronounce that one. Sorry. Why are the strongholds so stupid, by the way? Like, is that on purpose? It is not on purpose. The strongholds is not something that I checked. It was the strongholds are just based on the overworld seed, and there's no way of knowing which stronghold you'll end up at because the overworld seeds and nether seeds are completely separate from each other. So, I mean, seed finding as it is just insanely difficult. It was a massive undertaking that took me multiple months. So yeah, I didn't check up on the stronghold. So there is a chance that we get a corrupted portal at some point. There's a very, 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 very slim chance. And if that happens, you know what? It will be content, and that's okay.
Damn right.
I kind of
Love
hope
the
that it
spirit.
does.
And it's so unlikely, but
Yeah,
you never
it
know.
won't happen, but it could. There's a treasure versus stables battle happening right now. Um, or it's being secondhand reported. Also, like, there's a positive reaction to Creator on my playlist. I love Minecraft music. It's beautiful and wonderful and amazing. I'm glad to see that other people are enjoying it too. If everyone's jamming out in the interval like I am. We will be getting underway in about 3 minutes with our third seed. Now's a great time while there's nothing going on stream if you want to check out the Trevor Project and to consider donating. Another shout out, because I don't think I gave it enough attention, to Shadowflower, who donated an insane $50 and single-handedly hit our first donation goal for us. I have informed the Eric Fuzzaf that they're up. I'm so excited for that exhibition match. It's gonna be absolutely beautiful. Eric Fuzzaf goat, absolutely. All of us here are Eric Fuzzaf fans. Eric, of course, being the greatest speedrunner in the entire world that I felt comfortable enough to approach and ask very nicely if she would turn up to my silly tournament. This is before sign-ups went out and a bunch of people started showing interest, so I really didn't expect him to say yes. I still wouldn't. And I'm very grateful for his time.
Would have been great.
Who do we want to see on who are our two perspectives that we want to see for this third seed?
I guess we definitely want to see how HPX is going to be doing on that next seed.
I think POG would be a good one because I don't think POG's really been featured much on the main screen and has been doing really, really well. Joint second right now. There's also some people that I haven't really had up there. Oh, Kfo hasn't been up at all. Many people. We haven't seen anything of Unoriginal Potato yet. Unoriginal Potato is completely new to speedrunning, and I don't imagine is having a particularly is doing I imagine it would be quite a difficult situation. Let's bring up, for at least the start, Unoriginal Potato and POG onto our screen. Also, Fudge. Fudge is easier to say. I think I'll just say Fudge. For those who missed the... I was like, Fudge wasn't included in my key players. Fudge... I had to analyze carefully whether Fudge is the right level to be let in. It's a very close shout between it was a tough decision because Fudge hasn't got much Minecraft to their name to go off, but like over a year ago he got a sub 3 all advancements run, which in my mind is just beyond insane. Like, how do you even manage that? And clearly he is a very strong runner, but I do think is the right level for this event. Hasn't ever peaked into Diamond Elo, so not breaking any conditions. We should be getting underway shortly. I should have been more active sending a message. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Silver's on it. Wonderful.
Right.
Gradient Grey says mods shout out Mousy PC and Greenwich. Mods shout out. Oh yes, MCSR ranked. That's the mod you meant, right? I believe the only mod I have present is the wonderful, incredible Nori, who helped me make these graphics. Shout out Nori, who is a very, very based and epic person. I would not have been able to create graphics even close to this good if it wasn't for them. Sylv says meow in the in-game chat. It's a buried treasure seed. I recognize this and that beautiful Mushroom Island. This is a disaster for unoriginal potato. When you're new to speedrunning, this is the last thing you want to see, and I think we're gonna see a little bit of a disaster for them. I'm so sorry. It was the voting. It wasn't me. I'm so sorry. Fudge finds it. Is first as well. We pulled up the right person onto our screen. Um, the main inspiration for choosing this seed was, of course, the Shroom Island, which makes the second of the stream. Is Fudge on
I would love
GUI2?
to see
Get them
this.
out of
I
here.
would love to see this. This is
uh,
awesome.
can we get some O7s in chat for unoriginal potato having no clue how to find a buried treasure? I'm so sorry. Maybe a kind person in in-game chat will post the coordinates for them. But uh, I won't. I can't interfere. It's like a documentary, you know, when you're watching a poor animal suffering a terrible fate. By the rules, you can't interfere. You can only watch. It's a weird comparison. Interesting. Fudge seems to be going the completely wrong way for the ravine. This is definitely not the intended enter. I believe it was back towards where you spawned. Does find
Yeah,
a
that's
ravine with
better.
magma, so it's not the end of the world. Um,
Should be able to enter here.
mm.
Yep, that's definitely real.
Ooh,
Oh, actually, maybe not. I thought it was gravel.
I wouldn't commit to a 2x1 here. No! Oh, no! Oh, that's not good. Yeah, not the intended enter. I didn't mean for there to be a fake ravine,
Oh,
although, in my opinion, it wasn't that hard to find. If you play a lot of ranked, you might know that it's it's usually going to be very close to where you spawn, not the BT. Koala and Yakko are in the nether. I've been informed. Let's get them up. If I can find Koala on my whitelist, please bear with. Ooh, digging through a wall. I think I know what Bastion type this might be. Oh, Julie gets Oh Shiny. I'm pretty sure this will be a treasure seed. Yeah, I
yep, is.
remember rolling this, and I did question whether this wall might cause some issues, and it does look like Yakko is having a tough time of it. There it is. You can see the treasure. It's if you dig directly from where the portal puts you, it's only a short dig. But if you go and
Oh,
try and
Yakko
fight
taking some
force
fall
terrain, it
damage
can
here.
actually be a bit of a punish here. It's not a disaster for Yakko. He's made it through. He's going to be entering the treasure bastion. I'm going to leave him on the main screen because I want to watch this route.
Getting TL chest. Gets a block, so that can be
That's
helpful.
really
That
nice.
can
Yeah,
definitely make a difference with someone who doesn't. You
yeah.
never know.
If it's enough for an extra explosive or two, which it very well could be, it could make a massive difference.
Getting some damage here.
Damage is not what you want to see. Treasures are so scary.
Should be able
Um,
to eat there. So that is fine.
so for the second seed in a row, Julie is in first right now, who currently has 0 points. Will this finally be a conversion? Um, not much gold there. Oh, I hope I made sure that there's enough trades from the seed RNG if the gold isn't very good. Another reason why that extra gold block could make a huge difference to the players who grab it. I also don't like to see Yakko on half health here. I would say it's worth stopping to eat. Um, you never know when a surprise mob is going to come from nowhere. It's warped forest, it should be fine. But even so, I don't think it's. I think it's worth just a few seconds to eat. Julie is leaving. Julie is trying to find the
Oh wow.
fortress with wide macro. I know where the
No, I
fortress
don't think
is.
she's leaving. Is
Oh, might
she?
be setting a pearl hang.
She. Yeah, she's going back to the Bastion.
Is she in the left rampart right
But
now? Did she?
may have to break the spawner.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see what players do break the spawner. It's not far away. Oh, Knov is in. Knov is in. Confidently went, and it's paid off. Yeah, Julie sees it. There's Knov. Love this
Hey,
PNG little
lane.
bear onesie. Bought on 17 chunks. It's not 17 chunks. It is definitely closer than. There's no way it's 17 chunks. I don't believe it. Julie's on very low health with a wither skeleton right there. Manages to save it. Ooh, scary. We do have a spare TNT, which is nice. I love Blaze
Maybe you're gonna
TNTs.
pull some bed plus TNT.
Mm. I think
Might be
bed
interesting.
plus TNT is probably the correct answer. Although, if you're really knowledgeable, you can. There's like a Crossroads video about getting optimal TNT setup. So if you want to save a bed, there's like six specific blocks you break, and you set it up with soul sand, and it almost clears out the entire spawner. With just one TNT. That's really good tech to know. It looks like Kunov is going for the bed plus TNT setup. There's only 15 wool.
Yeah, but 12 glowstones, so that won't matter.
I wouldn't.
That's fine.
I wouldn't like to be zero cycling with only 4 beds, to be honest. Under pressure,
4 bits and 3 anchors. That's so fine.
in normal ranked, absolutely, but under pressure in a tournament setting, no. I need room for mistakes. Um,
But that's room for mistakes. 7 explosives.
Greenwich, your opinion on how easy zero cycles is, I don't agree with it at all.
I don't know. I don't think I'm great by any means at zero cycle.
I think you are. I think your opinion is skewed because you are the greatest player in all of existence. Um.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah,
That's
absolutely.
nice.
I am being told that the pie chart and koala did point 17 chunks away, so shows what I know. Uh, I really thought it would be closer than that, but clearly I am silly.
I mean, maybe that's a spawner and like, but like there's some
Yeah,
fort leg that
there's definitely fort
is
closer
much
than the
closer.
spawner, but even then, I wouldn't expect it to be 17. So we got Kanov is blinding. Julia's blinded and collected cords already. Knov has collected 4 rods in that time. It's hard to tell who's ahead out of the two, and obviously we don't know what anyone else is doing. Really awkward spot to be blinding in. It seems to be a bit of a punish for going to the second spawner, I think. I don't know, Julie's at the same place. Maybe just slightly different portal place has been a mild issue. I don't wonder how
Not
long
sure how
before
many rods Julie has.
Yeah, I definitely checked that the blaze drop rates would be decent at least on the RNG seed. So there's one that's just dropped, and Julie's going to be out. Canova's completely frozen, unfortunately. So I moved Julie over to the main screen. Julie is first into
That's
the
a stronghold
stronghold.
hit.
Pie chart on the
That's
wrong spot.
very close.
Oh yeah, there's Canov.
They're neck and neck.
Yeah. I really
So yeah.
imagine if we get to see them zeroing at the same time. That's what I hope for. Although it looks like it's another tricky stronghold. Julie is going to be suffering some flashbacks. They're going
Couldn't
different spots. That looks like a decent spike, maybe. It did briefly flick over to like a bit more of a spike, I think, but Julie doesn't like it. Ooh, cave. Awkward. And we have this sort of
not
duality
very
of.
good at.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm not very good at preemptive, so I can't really give
Yeah,
my opinion.
it's my weakest split is
Nothing
the
really goes
stronghold. I
better.
always really struggle
Spike.
with preemptive, so I am by no means an expert. There's a good spike on Julie's screen. Will it mean anything? Is it because of that block being highlighted? Who knows? It's very weird. Mariah's corpse was very close to. Um,
There's
wait,
no dead.
Sylv says is very close to, and it is dead. Do you mean Mariah's corpse is
Yeah.
dead?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
My uses it pronoun.
oh yeah, no, that of course. I've been using a lot of theys this stream because I don't know everyone's pronouns off the top of my head, and unless it's staring me in the face.
Yeah.
um, Julie's had to hit a death reset. Kanov still hasn't hit a death reset, still surviving on 2.5 hearts, running around with the bed in the offhand. Oh, here comes the death reset for Kanov.
Yeah. Another tough stronghold for Julie here.
Whis went to the
Unfortunately.
wrong bastion. That's incredible. I did not expect that to be possible. I thought I'd check to make sure there's only one bastion in the 17 chunks. Julie's committing to this back area now.
Getting some damage there, but
Should
does
be
she only
fine.
have 6 pearls left?
With only 6
Or
eyes
does she have
crafted? I hope
more
not.
in
Oh, Knov's in! Knov
inventory?
made it! Yay! Someone did it!
Hey,
Here we go.
getting some double beds here.
I noticed that earlier Knov had a crossbow, has rejected the crossbow in favor of the bow, gets a clean 0
3
cycle.
plus 2.
Beautiful. Tenacity wins!
Wounds.
Without getting free the end. Tenacity gets 2 in a row. Wow. Incredible stuff. Okay, Knov comes in second. Let's see how HBX has been doing. Let's see Oliver. Oliver's staring me like right in the middle of my whitelist, so Oliver is in spectator mode. Not good. I think Oliver has forfeited. No letters, please. Gets third place. It's another completion. HPX is still in the fort. Has possibly taken a death and lost time. Yubba Wubba, I believe, is in the end, given those chat messages. Yako, fourth place. Another huge, important completion. A second fourth place for Yako in this tournament. Yeah, Yubba Wubba gets fifth. Completes a 1 cycle. Let's see how Maskers is getting on. Maskers keeps completing without me noticing. Let's see Fudge. Maskers is blinded. He's got Cowards, but is not ready to go just yet. Fudge is in the stronghold. Let's bring back to Julie and see if she's finally managed to escape the stronghold curse. Yes! Julie's in the end! Julie made it to the end! And hasn't died yet. Is on kind of low health, but...
Yeah.
Don't die, please. Please! I don't think she can pearl to mid. She can't pearl to the fountain,
Yeah,
which
no,
is
definitely
scary.
can't. I mean, she doesn't have pearls anyways, but yeah, can't really pearl there unless she can make some more armor. Not sure. I wouldn't go for that.
Yeah, definitely not worth it. Let's see. who do we think's gonna be the next person to attempt a zero cycle? I'm gonna guess High Guy. Not High Guy. It's gonna be Quizkey.
I mean, there's a chance
In the
it's Fudge.
stronghold.
He's in the stronghold.
She's in the stronghold. Yes. Found the library. Huge for AA runners.
Looks like a different stronghold.
No, that's the same as the.
No.
There's the awkward cave.
Okay.
Um.
My apology.
The apologies.
Oh, I get it. Get the reference.
Oh, Julie gets a completion. Huge for Julie. That's a sixth place is really important.
What is that? 14 points?
Yeah, I believe that's how maths works. I'm gonna be risky and bring up a third POV because I want to check more runners and how they're doing, but I don't want to remove these two. Of the Lithani is having a rough time of it.
Should be 15 points actually.
Oh, I need to check up on Snake and Matey. HPX has just finished blinding. Snake is one cycling right now. Enjoy the one cycle, chat. Beautiful. Well done, Snake. Should be 7th place. Let's check on Matey. Matey is not in the room. Unfortunate. Rojas. Oh, Fudge in the end. Quiz key death resetting. Fudge not going for it.
Whiskey was about to make a big mistake, but
It's definitely a hittable zero cycle because we've seen it happen. Bronco gets in with an 8th completion. I hope Bronco went for the zero cycle. Bronco's a good zero cycler, surely. Really taking her time to set up. Fudge gets a completion. Even you don't see that on Fudge's screen. Very behind. That's extremely behind. Oh my goodness. And Capo. Quizkey also not zero cycling, setting up for the one cycle. The Parabolica. Let's see how you're getting on. Let's see.
and Whiskey gets the perch really quickly.
Very fast perch. Wow. Always nice. Oh. Not very clean anchors. Okay, should be fine. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's
Good
still
stuff.
able to.
A bed to spare.
The one cycle.
Parabolica is in the stronghold. Someone just got in just before Quizkey. Quackman gets some important points. Parabolica's gonna need to find this portal room as soon as possible. It's such a tough stronghold. Let's bring up Maskers. Let's bring up the 64th realm. Who haven't. Oh! Ah! Nice clutch. Watch out for the dragon, though. It's going to charge you. Watch out! Here it comes. No! 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 The 64th realm is offline. Okay, good to know. No! Maskers! Every time the dragon unperches, it charges straight at you. Disaster. Unique Hue. I haven't shown them on stream yet. Has been getting some good points in. Black I haven't shown on stream yet either. HPX gets a 13th place. Not the best seed for her, but given that she's already in first, Black's offline. Okay. Never mind. Louis, who won the first seed and hasn't had anything since, is either finished and we didn't notice or died and forfeited. You should never forfeit. Koala is in the strongholds. I've just seen from the overlay. Surely I can find Koala. Wait, who's this person with a bunch of numbers? Could that be Koala? No. Nyabka,
Not sure.
who's in the end waiting for a perch. Seems to be waiting diagonally. I would like to check up on my friend Skelly, who is living her best life. There's a completion in chat. Skelly's stream is ahead of other people's. I can't unfortunately see what that is. And Tigronia is fully frozen. We will never know. We will never know who that name was, unfortunately. Here's a perch. Nyabka, who hasn't got a completion yet, I'm pretty sure. Solid one cycle. Oh, oh, maybe not solid. You've got respawn anchors. Yay! Good stuff. Very good. Oh, it must have been Koi. It must have been Koi who got it. So Nyabka takes 15th place. We're running low on time. There's 3 minutes left. Who's going to sneak in there with the completion? Zalia colon 3 is no longer playing. Soltron, haven't checked up on her yet. Starlight died at coordinates. That's very unfortunate. Soltron currently has a ton of dirt. Things happened here. I think for Xanthus, who's in the fortress right now, it's not gonna be enough time to be able to finish the seed, unfortunately.
Probably not. I mean, you never know.
Never know,
No,
but
I mean it's
there's
unlikely, but
under 2 minutes. Even if you're entering the end now, it's scary. Super's CZ Lord is in the end collecting items. Cool
misses
AR
the
I haven't
perch,
shown on.
unfortunately.
Yeah. It's gonna have to sneak in there to get some damage. Hopefully all the crystals are down. But it's tight for being able to finish the seed. Coolio, of course, is currently in spectator mode. Not sure what happened there. Not very okay. They've just gone offline. The person who was zero cycling earlier rather than playing, is gone offline. A forfeit from Tigronia, I think. There's the oh my gosh, the portal room is miles away. That is horrible. My deepest apologies to the players for putting you through that. It was not intentional. Unfortunately, you were left at the mercy of regular Minecraft randomness. We got a hi from wait, who is that? Super CZ Lord. Hi, Super. Hi. Hi. I'm waving, but you can't see it because I don't have a face cam on. You can finish this. I believe in you. We're going all in on Super CZ Lord. I want to see this. No! With 1 second left! No!
Oh, that is unfortunate.
No! 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 Super! Oh, that's so sad. Is that only 15 finishers? Oh, disaster. Wow. Congratulations to Tenacity, who has shot up from 0 points from the first seed to 40. Crazy. Let's see. Seems like the results are in. Good job, helpers. You are goated. Knov has taken first place with an insane 50 points after only 3 seeds. Fudge is still in joint second, but this time with HBX. Tenacity has taken all the way up to 4th with 2 wins in a row. Yakko is holding down a solid 5th. And Bronco in 6th. Oliver and I think Snake as well got no points. And I think Koala as well, but still top 10. Looking down at the red line, Matey and Julie, except for Julie's on the rise. Those are her only 15 points from this seed. Julie is on the rise. Yeah. It's very possible for any of these runners to completely turn around their current position, but they are in the danger zone. Maskers, Wizlord, Matey, Julie, Starlight, Azalea colon 3. Anyone in that low 20s is at risk, actually. And it's not too late for someone like Oliver to get 0 points in the next 2 seeds and get overtaken. I would say that's unlikely.
But it's possible.
It is possible, yeah. Well, beautiful stuff. We're going to be taking a longer intermission now. And we will be swapping out our commentator. Thank you so much, Jess Gridich, for being here. And being a step-in commentator. You weren't supposed to be here. You were supposed to be in the round of 16. Thank you so much for stepping in like that. Awesome. Yes, 20-minute break. Go eat some food, relax, reclaim the nerves, or lose the nerves, actually. And we'll see you back here in 20 minutes. We're so back with our brand new commentator. It is the wonderful, talented, possibly a fish, Gradient Grey.
Glug glug. Hello. Hi, chat.
Welcome.
It's
welcome
the fish
to...
sound.
It's a beautiful fish sound. Do you do other animals?
Well, there's some animals which you send me enough. If you donate enough money to the stream, maybe you'll hear some other animal sounds. Specifically ones with whiskers. Maybe.
Not a donation
Please
goal, but
donate.
definitely an incentive. You heard him, chat. Get the donations in quick. Holy. We'll be heading over to our 4th seed in about 5 minutes, just under. Well, what do you think of the tournament so far? Been wild.
The tournament, it's lovely. It's a beautiful tournament. It's very, very entertaining.
It does kind of sound like I've paid you to say that, and you're just like, Gray's just there like, help, she's got a gun to my family. I've got to say nice things about the tournament.
I don't know if there's something I want to say. I don't know if I can say it because it's like as part of the seed notes, but maybe I'll say it when the seed starts because it's probably a spoiler.
Is it about the submission of the seed? Because that's an interesting point.
No clue.
Okay. Interesting. I would say well, I'll say it then. The seed was submitted by the wonderful Buzzaboo, so the overworld
Oh,
seed.
it's a Buzzaboo seed? Oh, it's cooked.
So any complaints with the stronghold or the overworld, blame Buzzaboo. Which probably means it's now going to be a beautiful, easy stronghold, and the difficult strongholds are all my fault. That would be wonderfully ironic. Oliver MCSR says, Gradient Grey, if you had to pick a favorite competitor, why would it be me?
I am an unbiased commentator. I am a monk. Nothing can phase me.
I am a completely biased commentator. I want my friends to win. I am not above sabotage.
Oh.
And maybe I might even be accepting to bribery if anyone wants to donate to be to get some of that commentator favoritism. That's definitely on the table.
You know, Mousy, something that myself and a few other people do is if one of us gets like a really bad nav, like over 5 minutes, we'll get like the seed and a teleport command. We'll send it to each other. It's like, hey, nav challenge. And we'll see like how long it takes us to nav. And
Please
it's really
don't,
funny.
please don't
Like,
send me those strongholds from seeds 1 and 3, please.
no.
They look horrific.
These are the seeds that you've been using in this tournament. They've all been nav challenges.
I didn't want it to be a nav challenge. I wanted it to be fun and whimsical. I have
You should
received a
rename
ping.
the Slayoffs to the MCSR Navoffs.
MCSR Navoffs. That sounds like a substitute for a swear word, just telling someone to go away. It sounds like a something, you know, it sounds like
I see.
it sounds like wait, Nafoff is a thing. It's like a
Oh,
I can't remember what area of England it's from. There is somewhere in England where people do genuinely say that. To tell people to go away. So yeah. Fun facts. Oh, we need to switch up our scenes. Who do we think is gonna be winning? Who do we want up on our screen? I'm gonna put currently we have no one up there. For some reason Super CZ Lord's stream isn't loading. I'm gonna put Kanov up there. Who do we want to be on the main screen? Gray. Oh, whoops! I've actually joined the event stage on my phone, like an idiot. Is Gray here? Oh, I actually left the booth.
Thank goodness.
I'm so sorry.
I got so scared.
I am so sorry. Whoops. I'm throwing. What I was saying is who do you want on the main screen?
Oh, main screen. Honestly, I think looking at the points for the qualifiers, right? We have basically the top 4, I think, are pretty guaranteed. So I want to see people who want to who really need these points. I want to see some Julie Karchaslaws. I want to see some Azalea :3s. I want to see some Sidarlights potentially.
Really good comm that, yeah. Azalea :3 is taking a 15-minute break.
Oh.
Not a very good sign. I assume that she's forgotten to remove that. Let's see if I can find Matey, who I haven't given quite as much attention to on the main screen, and is currently in 17th. I am trying to find the
See
name.
if it isn't too much of a hassle. If you could screen share, please, that would be great because I'm looking at a black screen.
I can indeed screen share.
Thank
Of
you, merci.
course. I'm so glad that I am good and competent at the game. Matey is
I get to
currently.
look at the video again.
I think Matey hasn't been able to load into the world. Um,
Oh, oh, this
no
is a fun stage.
chest? No chest? Interesting. I could have sworn there was a chest in that ruined portal, but there we go. Um, right,
I
Julie's
wonder
getting
if
some more
Azalea
screen
is done
time.
her 15-minute break.
I think Azalea. I think Azalea is taking a break and is speedrunning during her break because she just kind of addicted to speedrunning, which honestly, same.
That's very fair. Now, something I noticed is that the Rune Portal obviously had no chest, but something that it did have was 2 gold blocks, and I'm seeing most runners are opting to make the standard stone tools, which is a very fair, very reasonable play. But I
But
think
you
another play that can
could
be made
make
is getting the gold tools to
you
mine the
could
wood a
make
lot
gold
faster.
tools. That's what you're here for.
I
That's the tech that I brought you in for. Yes.
now I think stone tools might actually be better here, just because you get a better line. You loot the
Hmm.
blacksmith, you get your flint, your bucket, and then you're able to get your food, your bed, the rest of your wood on the way to the ruin portal. Just a pretty linear
Yeah.
overworld.
If there'd been a chest with flint in it, I think you could make the argument that gold tools would have been better. The other thing about stone tools is you don't necessarily have to craft. It's nicer, but you don't have to craft an iron axe later. And it's just nice
Oh,
not having
absolutely.
to deal with that. There is 2 blacksmiths on this seed on the complete opposite sides of the village from each other. I think what's really interesting is that Azalea has ignored that second blacksmith, either deliberately or by mistake. Is going to it now. Spoiler alert, it has an iron pickaxe and some apples. And that's it.
Delicious.
Got to keep those doctors away, but it's not going to help you go faster. And potentially, Starlight, who is a player on the chopping block, has entered first. Huge. I'm
Awesome.
going to risk 3 perspectives because I'm feeling dangerous. See how that goes. Straight into the bridge bastion. Very good stuff. Um, I was saying something and then I got distracted. Yeah, you can potentially save time by not going to the second blacksmith, um, which maybe Starlight did.
Yeah, the second blacksmith, I'm gonna be honest, I did not notice it at all.
Hmm. It's
But a very interesting play that I wonder if anyone made is that the gold blocks of the ruin portal, the speedrunners know that this is going to be a bridge bastion seed, and in bridge you're always crafting gold armor. So I'm very curious to see if anyone crafts gold armor like in the overworld before even like entering the nether.
That's really good. Yeah, there's a lot of metagaming that can be done with the knowing the bastion type ahead of time, and Azalea has indeed made gold armor and gold picks, 2 of them, before entering, because you know also know that you're just gonna have a bajillion gold, and maybe you also realize that I have handpicked the RNG seeds based solely on the bastion, not taking into account the any potential gold grabbed in the overworld. You're gonna get the stuff that you need just from the bastion alone. I
Yeah,
mean, I don't check everything precisely. I make sure that you're gonna get at least 10 obsidian. It could make the difference between 19 and 20 obsidian. You don't know that, but when it's bridge, it's gonna be a very safe bet.
very true. Which, speaking of you handpicking the RNG, which so much work put into it, I did notice in the doc there was a note next to the RNG seed that I sent to Sylph Sunday for the seed, and it said it could be better. So I'm very curious to see like what does that
Oh.
mean?
Oh. Okay. So it's next to the it's laid out as Bastion seed and RNG seed right next to each other. The could be better is for the Bastion seed, not the RNG seed.
Oh,
So actually, I mean, I'm not seeing a problem so far, but I think when I checked the world, I was like, this Bastion's kind of meh. Like this whole Nether seed is kind of meh. And I think I let it slide because it's only the second Nether seed,
that's fair.
and I was like,
We have
it doesn't have to be perfect. And people are probably not going to play this anyway. What could possibly go wrong?
we Julie is in the fort.
Oh goodness! Wow. Julie is currently on our screen. Is just apparently Julie has only just finished mining the chalice and has been fully buffering this entire time. Let's see if moving Julie up helps. There we go.
Dang.
I'm
Fortress.
so incredibly impressed by how well Julie's been playing this entire time. I definitely think that Julie deserves a spot in the top 16.
Oh, absolutely.
Um, and I would be sad to see if she doesn't make it. I'm really hoping that she can clutch up these 2 seeds. Get out of the danger zone. Azalea Colon is heading to the fortress right now. Awesome. Wonderful.
Yes, another player who I'm hoping to get some big points this seed.
Yeah. The big question marks are the people just above them. Let's take a look at Maskers. If we replace... Oh, I'm going to remove Starlight because I think these 3 perspectives aren't working. We will check in with Azalea Colon later, but let's bring up a little battle between Maskers and Julie and see how that's going. So the player that she wants to beat is still in the Bastion. Huge for Julie, scary for Maskers. Not disastrous. It's... As long as... Wow, whoa, oh.
This is a rough spawner.
Do you see some issues with this fortress? Do you see why maybe I considered not including it? I think
Oh
I'm
yeah, I can see.
remembering what my thought process was here.
How many times are you blaze betting this spawner?
At least 10.
Yeah, I'm at least like doubling up on this that day.
Wow. Sylv spotted the issue, using probably the spectator account to look ahead. Maskers is in the fort. No, that's still the Bastion. I am losing my mind. Who else can we drop in on and take a look at? You know what? I haven't given enough love to No Lettuce Please, who is currently on 21 points in the danger zone, but and is in a better spawner. Has found a more convenient spawner. Huge.
That's true. This is much more desirable than the one that's like wedged in the bad part of the fortress.
It is definitely not the wackiest blaze spawner that's in the slayoffs. Oh no! There's lava from the ceiling. They're both bad. There
Blazes
is
are going to take a very hot shower.
one nether sea that I'm aware of that has possibly the most beautiful spawner I've ever seen, but it's unlikely that the players will actually go to it. So I don't think we'll be seeing it. Unfortunately. But yeah.
Very, very sad.
Unfortunately, Julia's going to get demoted just because of the buffering issue. Oh, now it returns.
I think Julie is heading to courts.
Need to just, yeah, digging down to them. Okay, keep an eye on chat and see who gets the advancement first, because it's likely to be Julie. I see there's other people like Fudge who have blinded, so it's not 100% clear.
HPX just leaving the nether as well. I don't know the rod count.
Let's go HBX. Second place. Yeah, Julie first into the stronghold. Bit of a spoiler there. Gotta love that stream delay. I don't know if you witnessed in the last seed, we had insane stream delay from Fudge, who it said in chat had finished the seed, and the dragon hadn't even snapped yet on his screen. There's a beautiful stronghold. Julie hits the nav. Okay, it's gonna be the slowest, most buffered 0 cycle ever. But here we go.
Julie needs these points.
Was that an early bed? That felt pretty early. That looks low. Okay, I think we're okay. It's still very low. Wow. GG. A huge W for Julie.
Absolutely beautiful
Incredible
zero cycle
stuff.
from Julie.
I mean, did not need to do it in that few beds, but well done. Holy. I'm gonna bring up 3 tenacity because I've missed both of his first completions, and I don't want to miss a third. Is in the stronghold.
Oh my goodness.
Let's also check back in on Starlight. Wait, no, it wasn't Starlight. Well, Starlight is one of them, but it was Azalea Colon 3 who I wanted to check back in on specifically. Interesting tenacity. Oh, do we have different strongholds?
Oh.
That could be a thing. I don't know how far apart those blaze spawners were, but I think there's a high chance that they were indeed miles apart. And this looks much more difficult. Knov has just got an advancement that I don't understand, so it's possible that it could be something like Sweet Dreams. And is
It's
about
not
to
quite 9
seriously...
lives. I think Nov just beat the dragon.
That, I see. Yeah, that would make sense. Azalea Colon 3 has blinded. Tenacity is going to be entering soon. Knov hasn't finished yet. Maybe waiting for a perch and did it?
Maybe.
Let's bring up onto a third perspective to check. Is it one cycling now? Must have been while waiting for the perch. Should be enough for second. Good job, Knov.
HPX just defeated the dragon.
Yay! So yeah, if Knov gets second, HPX probably third. Let's check up on Oliver. See where he's at. Let's check up on Quizkey. Oliver's just entering. I want to see the 0 cycle. Bronco just got 4th. Bronco's been doing really solidly.
Finishing very quickly after HPX, less than half a second.
Wow! Oh no! Tenacity! Oh no. You know, sometimes those obsidian blocks, they can be slippy.
Of course.
Oh dear. Let's check up on Starlight. Let's check up on
That's a pass for M80.
Starlight's in a situation. Okay, oh, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I love the pausing of the stream on scary situations.
Scary fall damage. That could have been bad.
Azalea Colon 3 is really struggling with this stronghold, it would seem. Oh, Oh, Yakko. How are you getting along? And Soltron as well. Yakko is in spectator.
Yakko completed the speedrun.
I didn't spot that.
6th place.
Nice.
Oliver in 8th, Koala in 9th.
Very good. Oliver had a bit of a long perch, but it's crucial points. It's okay. Let's see. I was looking for Quackman on here, but I cannot find the name. Oh yeah, I had this problem last time. I wonder if Quackman's maybe somehow been missed off of the whitelist somehow, which would be unfortunate.
Very unfortunate.
So we got Fudge is going to break the second place tie curse, but is going to be knocked down to third with only a 10th place completion. Not the end of the world. Niabka.
Oh, that is a bad word on the mainstream. Oh my goodness.
I forgot about that. I think we have to stop showing Starlight on the mainstream. I do
I can't
apologize.
believe this. I'm going to go yell at them, actually.
It's not strictly against the rules, I believe, but it is pushing things. And I will definitely be asking them to cease for future if they make it through. Skelly
That's
is
right.
not having
Putting them in the machine.
an excellent time. Oh, Skelly, no. Skelly, please. Please live. Niabka is not
I really
loading.
want to see Skelly in the playoffs.
It's not looking good. She's on 0 points. It's not a very hedgehog situation.
Uh-oh.
Matey. No, you're still offline. I've checked this already. Yeah, I no idea what's happened to Matey. Yubba Wubba, you are in joint 10th right now. Of course, these results I'm looking for are actively updating. That's Yubba Wubba finished or forfeited? Not sure.
Yubba Wubba finished in 13th? No, that's not right. Yubba Wubba finished in 11th place.
Excellent. Good stuff. You are offline. Unfortunate. We have Charlotte Kitty in the strongholds. Soltron is looking for chords right now. Skelly, I think, is heading to the fortress. There's someone who finished and I missed it. Soltron throws a pearl just in case. Interesting building up there to get higher coordinates for the stronghold. I don't think that's tech. I think you just build it in the lava, or at least on the surface of the lava.
Yeah, I think everyone does on the surface of the lava. Just as a consistency play, it just doesn't seem good.
Yeah. I usually build my strongholds inside the lava. Not I build my strongholds. When I miss the stronghold, what I do, this is tech by the way. I just build my own strongholds. I start crafting up the stone bricks and yeah. We're getting some completions in. How many is that? It's going to be close to ending.
We have 3 completions left.
Seems like Soltron must have grabbed carrots from the village. Which, actually, that's really good if you've got bonus gold. What is happening? Soltron, what happened?
Oh, no.
Why are we in the library grabbing wood? Oh dear, are we short on explosives, perchance?
Whiskey getting a completion.
Quizkey! Very nice. Huge for someone who was on the chopping block. He's going to gain some crucial points towards potentially getting in. It's not a lot of points, but it is something.
Exactly. Unfortunately, after this round, I do believe that anyone with 0 points mathematically cannot qual.
It will be the case. Yeah. Back, small boy. Not a good pearl. It's a tough 0, really, if you're at this level. You're for the people at the top of this room, you're just at a really awkward question of whether it's worth pushing for 95. If you're at the top level, unquestionable, open back small boy, you go for 95, no problem. And if you're at a bit of a lower level, then even Y90.
95 is hard for me.
Yeah. Koi gets a completion, and Quackman gets a completion. Unfortunately, Sultron is not going to be able to finish. Really sad.
No.
Sultron's played so incredibly well, but I think that is the end of her tournament. I'm sure she'll play the last seed for Glory, but yeah. Oh, wow. Anyways, the big news from this seed, results are completed. W to our
There's a
helpers.
4-way tie for 15th right now.
Oh goodness, let's have a look at this. Wow, Wizlord, Quackman, Maskers, and Quizkey. Can all 4 of those runners stay exactly where they are? I want a 4-way tiebreaker round. I really want to see a tiebreaker round. It'll be beautiful. The big news from this seed is definitely Julie moving up into 8th place by winning the seed. That's huge.
That is really big points that Julie definitely needed.
Absolutely. Not only getting off the chopping block, but making it possibly impossible for her to get eliminated at this point. Wow. So, the people we need to be looking at on the stream for our maybe final round: Wizlord, Quackman, Maskers, Quizkey. We've also got big questions from Azalea Colon 3, Tigronia, and No Letters Please. Although I think No Letters Please and Tigronia are likely going to be in, because there's a big gap between 19th and 20th. And if you've got less than 16 points, I think the chances of you winning the seed and suddenly shooting up past past Tigronia is past any of them is unlikely.
Mousy PC, do I have your permission to post potentially the final poll?
Time do be getting on. I think you probably
All right. I will
should.
post it.
And while you're posting that, I'm going to send us to a short break again. Again, it's not, the 10 minutes is a lie, but we'll be back here in about 5 minutes for the 5th seed, and for most of them, maybe for all of them, the final seed. See you in a bit. We're back. We are back. We're so back. We have
Yo.
Goldem and Ruth Online joining the chat. Welcome to the 5th seed. We have some epic things going on. Let me, for your benefit, just quickly show you where we're at right now. We've got some very epic standings, and we've currently got 4 people all tied for 15th place, which is very, very exciting, and I can't wait to watch them, except for Wizlord, who technical difficulties isn't on the whitelist. We got whoops. I do hope that Wizlord doesn't end up in a tiebreaker, whatever happens, because otherwise I'm gonna have to figure something out for that. But yeah, we're just
That's
about
right,
ready to
Wizlord,
go.
lock in.
So let me switch us over to a screen and give Sylv the go ahead. Let's bring up. I've already forgotten the names I'm looking for. Quackman, Maskers, Azalea colon 3.
Those are players who need these points if they
Oh
want
no,
to
Quackman is
get
also
in.
something that someone I couldn't find.
Uh-oh.
Um, on the whitelist. That's a bit of a yikes. Wait, Wizlord. Wizlord is on the whitelist. I'm
Wizlord on the whitelist.
throwing. Wizlord's
Oh my
been there
goodness.
the whole time. No.
It's beautiful.
Oh, disaster. Whoops. What's Quackman's Twitch name?
I actually do have that. I'll just send it in the Slayoff helpers chat.
Okay, we're starting the seed. We're starting the seed.
Oh,
I can
beautiful.
possibly find, hopefully, Maskers and Quackman and get them up there as well. And then probably remove them when when the stream suffers. It's just Quackman.
Yeah.
Just Quackman name. I don't know why I can't find it. Oh, there's Maskers. Okay, we got 3 of them. Here we go. Non-traditional seed. Who's excited? Who's excited for some
Oh,
non-traditional?
this looks like a beautiful lava pool ravine seed. At least that's what I would play if I was given this seed.
One of the first seeds that I found during the seed finding process. I rolled it in RSG. It might even be I think it's even the first, quite possibly. There is a very distant outpost. It has nothing. I don't expect any. I think maybe someone will try it, but really, I think you should be metagaming the seed and thinking it's not intended. Azalea colon 3, wooden
Oh, there's a
axe.
ruined portal near the outpost.
That is true. Um,
So that's a guaranteed 2 iron, just due to how the ranked filter works.
it is
But
so far
personally, I would
away.
not be touching the outpost. Dealing with pillagers is so annoying. They'll make you deal so much damage. Sometimes you'll even die before
Yeah.
entering the nether. It's just so rough.
Hmm. I don't like how Azalea's playing this overworld. That is not optimal. You need to make a wooden pickaxe. You need to make a stone pickaxe. It's just you just have to by nature of the seed. So I don't think front loading wood is the right thing when you're gonna make a stone axe at some point anyway, because you'll have a stone pickaxe.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the wood front load, but what I'm curious to see is if we'll see any runners opt for stone pick versus iron pick.
That's another really good point. You can save potentially time by mining less iron. Really interestingly, Maskers has found iron in a cave, not in the really difficult ravine, which is
Ooh,
huge.
type.
Not something I checked for. As I said, I put it into the Google Docs, the details for the seed. The intended iron is always in the um, closest cave slash ravine to the lava pool. And Wizlord is indeed in that ravine, which is a really awkward. It's just difficult to get out of again. And Azalea is still doing things, still going on an adventure. Let's bring. I think I think Maskers is in the lead out of these three, so I think I'm going to bring Maskers up onto the main screen.
Yeah, looks like Maskers, I'm assuming, has some iron smelting somewhere. Flint in the inventory, looking to get iron from the furnace to go cook some animals now.
Is that 6 iron? Is that only? I thought I only saw 1 extra iron in the furnace with 5 in the inventory right now. It's making an iron pickaxe, so I guess I was wrong. No, oh yeah, there's plenty. There's plenty. This is good structureless playing here from Maskers. I mean, did get, I think it was the first 2 seeds got very solid completions and is just a really strong player. So if anything, out of the 4 people who are on the chopping block, I think I would be putting my money on Maskers, and it's not disappointing with some really good gameplay right now.
Absolutely.
I think as a bit of a scuffed thing, okay, we might get a little bit of feedback here. I do apologize if so. Okay,
Uh-oh.
I caught it in time. I'm going to get Quackman stream up on my second monitor. Unfortunately,
Has anyone entered the Nether yet?
I haven't seen an advancement for it.
Oh, on my second monitor, Saltron is in the Nether. I don't know if she's the first.
Let's go! Can we see a big comeback from Saltron? Well, not so much a comeback, but like, regaining some
Think it's
sanity.
impossible for Saltron to
If
qual unless if there's some very tough predicaments from other runners. And it looks like Koala was the first to enter the Bastion, but Saltron is not far behind.
Saltron is one of the people on 0 points. No, on 2
2 points,
points.
I believe.
On 2 points, it is technically possible. It is also possible that maybe people from the top 16 have to drop out, and maybe you're next in line, and you do get in through technicality. But yeah, definitely worth keeping an eye on her just in case maybe she managed to at least make it into a tiebreaker. If would need the 3 people currently on 22 points. She would need to win. She needs people on 22 points to get 0. Not ideal, unfortunately. So Quackman is currently in the Bastion, and midway through the route. So Quackman is currently in the lead out of the people on the chopping block, potentially people in the danger area.
I'm assuming this is Fort first, but Capo just got into fire.
Ooh, I didn't know there was a fort that close.
There's just a very obvious spawner on the way to the Bastion, it looks like, so maybe
Okay.
that's what they opted to do.
Which runner was it? Sorry.
Uh,
Nice
Capo
voice.
with a Q. I don't
Oh,
know how to pronounce the name.
oh yeah.
The owner of the Gold Pick Highlights YouTube channel.
Really? Gold Pick Highlights. Who I love Gold Pick Highlights because Gold Pick Highlights
Gold Pick
left
Highlights
comments
is
on
in the
my
playoffs.
Slay Off videos, and that explains it, I suppose, if they're playing. Trying to bring up Capo onto the stream to see if there's a deliberate fort first or if it was just a bonus rod grabbing along the way, but unfortunately it doesn't seem to be loading. So we will never know. It remains a mystery. Let's bring back Azalea colon 3. See how she's getting along. Doing a standard Bastion route, coming at the midpoint. Really, really solid from Saltron. Saltron. Are you knowledgeable on this, Gray? Is it for sure Saltron?
I know that as a nickname, people will call her Salty, so I think Saltron, maybe?
Okay,
I could be
I'll keep
entirely
going
wrong,
with
and
Sultron
if I
then.
am, I apologize.
Um, Definitely currently a contender to win the seed. Um, which would be really, really awesome for her, even if she doesn't get in. Just would be a really, really nice for her confidence, and being able to walk away from the playoffs having played super well. Maskers. Oh, I remember this seed. Oh, yeah, it's got a beautiful blaze spawner that's just poking above. I can't remember where I found this seed, but it's I love it. I'm glad we're getting to see it. I'm quite sad that we haven't seen any Stables Bastion, but it is what it is. We also have Quackman in the fort right now. A little bit behind Maskers, it would seem, who's blinding, depending on rod counts. Quackman's on 4 currently. Maskers is on 1. Okay, so it's hard to say exactly whether an early blind will benefit Maskers or not. Um, what's your thoughts on blinding Gray? Would you do you try to force 6 rods before blinding? Are you more of an early blinder?
I'ma be honest, I think I usually like 6 rods, because one of my play styles is I try to make like my blind to stronghold as quick as I can, so I tend to leave with 6 or 7 rods a lot more often, and usually after like a full pre-craft. Sometimes I will go early if I can get it overlapped because I think that is just better. But I do like having just as fast as possible a blind to stronghold just because it's my best split. And there's many times in ranked where I'll be entering the fort later, but I'll still like reach the stronghold earlier when I'm like playing someone in my elo range,
Hmm.
which is my reasoning, which might be a little bit silly, but I know I also like with 7 rods being able to throw an eye and just not caring about it, especially on an ocean blind. It's so good. On low health, you don't have to throw a pearl. It's like it's beautiful.
Yeah. Um, I mean, there's definitely times, depending on your health situation, where there's just one that's the objectively correct answer. But when you can choose between the two, the thing about low rods is just being able to overlap the potential blaze spawning with the time spent in the portal. And it looks like it's worked out best for Maskers. Quackman is still in the blind, still has finished measuring eyes, and is just death resetting now. Death resetting with 3 stake in the bar, but is also on half a heart, so I do kind of agree with that play. Um, and for anyone confused, no, you can't see Quackman on your screen. I'm sorry, it's scuffed. Only I can see Quackman. Um,
The real Quackman is the friends we made along the way.
Absolutely. So Maskers is actually F3 plus T. Ah, surely that doesn't lose him the
Oh, yeah.
seed. So Saltron, something, uh, and Maskers both in the strongholds at the same ish time. I haven't been keeping an eye on advancements. Possibly not
Comes
the
from
first
Sylph
ones.
Sunday that Tenacity failed the 0 cycle.
Oh
It's
goodness.
very, very rough.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's okay. I don't mind missing someone like Tenacity because we know that Tenacity is gonna be in. Be a bit unfortunate to end with 0 points and not be able to, and maybe get knocked down a bit in the seeding. It possibly might mean that you have to play a bit more of a more, sorry, a bit words, a bit of a more difficult
Julie also
opponent.
failed the 0 cycle.
Ooh, is it a difficult 0 cycle?
It's
Exciting.
it is a difficult 0 cycle. Back 97, I saw Julie going for a side
Oh
setup. Back 97 is a
goodness.
very difficult 0 cycle for sure.
So Quackman is entering the end right now. I really wish I could show this on stream. But it does look like Quackman is going to escape the danger zone. Is and is opted to not attempt the zero cycle, which is probably going to just guarantee him points and guarantee him in. Really, really well played from him. I'm now going to close his stream on my second monitor. I don't need it anymore. Apparently Koala is one cycling, so I expect to see a first place Koala, perhaps, appearing soon.
Yes, that is a first place for Koala. And I think that guarantees that they will indeed qualify for the playoffs.
Possibly guarantees that they'll be seated ahead of Julie for sure. We'll probably get a really good seeding. Might make top 5. There's the notification on the main screen from Maskers, who is possibly starting to feel the pressure of this stronghold. Has been in here a very long time. You have a clear spike down right, but had to just double check that it was right there. It was right there all along, not far from starter. That's not a good feeling. It's going to do some pre-crafting. The leaves are burning. Okay, it's not doing the pre-crafts and not attempting a zero cycle. Probably the objectively correct play. Not entertaining for us, unfortunately, but it's good. We need to also check in on Wizlord.
Wizlord is someone who absolutely needs points this seed.
Yes.
Oh, word from Jacko, let us hit the 0.
Who let us hit the 0. Wow. Insanely impressive. Back T97 is, I mean, I do, not to show off, but also showing off. In a ranked game recently, I did hit a back T97. Not a side setup. The offset
You
at the
tell him,
top.
Messi.
But I don't think I could hit this under this much pressure. Perhaps easier for Lettuce, who's not under, I think Lettuce was close to the chopping block. So, yeah.
Chicken jockey on Julie's screen.
The reference. Oh no.
This is
There's
insane.
the one cycle for Maskers. Should be enough to get in. There's a lot of completions going. It's only going to be... Oh no! This could be the difference. This one Enderman could end Slayoffs for Maskers right now. Build! Build! Gets lava down.
There's not many room for completions left.
Wow. Well done, Maskers. What a clutch. Who's that bottom right? Wizlord. One cycling. Looks to be much cleaner than Maskers. Oh, I spoke too soon. Oh, damn!
No.
Why do they both have Enderman? What? What? Oh no. I shouldn't have switched the screens there. When I switched the screens, it refreshed and there must have been massive stream delay. Wizlord did in fact die.
No. That might be the end of Wizlord's hopes and dreams of making it into playoffs.
The duality of Maskers and Wizlord, both having Enderman, one of them both having to axe the dragon to death and then survive the Enderman. One of them made it. And that's the end of the seed. Starlight gets a completion. Is that crucial for Starlight? No. Yes? No? Maybe? I don't know. I'm going to take my eyes off the results and I'm just going to wait until it's done and wait for the reveal. Oh, goodness.
Wait, I need info on who got 18th. I'm putting in the scores.
I wasn't able to see who it
Scores
was.
should be accurate. Scores should be accurate.
Are we ready, chat? Are we ready to see? Here we go. We are not getting a 6th seed.
Wow.
Tigronia did drop out of top
Holy.
16. Snake
That is
nearly didn't make
tragic.
it. Maskers did clutch up. Wizlord did not. Oh. Wow. There it is. Quackman also, from the chopping block, managed to get really good points and clutch in. Julie dropped down some places there. Dropped from 8th to 13th. Didn't get any points.
Julie still being able to qual with only 2 completions is very, very impressive.
Also, HPX has dropped from down to 4th, having been in a commanding lead after C2, but 4th is still amazing. You'd take that. And Kanov, from a only possible 100 points, has only dropped 18 points. That's absolutely insane.
Commanding lead, 82 points is absolutely absurd.
Oh goodness. Wow. Wow. Who are the tiebreakers? Tenacity and Koala. So Koala will be the 7th seed there because Tenacity got to 55 points first. Wait, is that true? Yeah, because Koala won the seed. Sorry.
Yeah, so then Koala got to 55 points first.
Sorry, what I
Because
meant.
Koala won the last seed.
No, sorry. Tenacity had more points in the previous seed, is what I meant to say, which is the specific wording. I think that's the only tiebreaker within the top 16. Yeah. Pats for Tigronia, Pats for Azalea Colon 3, Pats for Wizlord, and Quizkey. Thank you so much to the many, many people who showed up to play and the many people who showed up to watch. Thank you for the donation of $50 whole. It's so much. It's crazy.
Huge shout out to Mousy PC running basically this entire tournament all by herself with, I guess, like, me and Sylv and Grit all did like a teensy tiny bit, but Mousy's the star of the show here, so everyone shout out Mousy PC. She's doing amazing.
Thank you. What? Is that real? Encounter! I wasn't intending on having a heart attack today. Do you mind? Oh. Oh goodness. Oopsie. Is that all you have to say for yourself? Just oopsie? Wow, thank you. Thank you so much. And Pats to you. Well played. Thank you for being here. I'm sorry that you weren't able to make top 16, but thank you so much for taking part. And wow.
Mods, shout out, and encounter.
Wow. Goodness. Well, that's a good place to bring this stream to a close. It's been really, really awesome. I'm so glad this tournament is finally here. It's finally happening. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to everyone in the entire world. You're all awesome. So many people have helped make this happen, both on the day and in the past couple of months. And we'll be seeing you in 6 days' time for the round of 16. We're going to put these 16 players together, best of 3 rounds. and I'm really excited for the silliness and epic gameplay that will unfold. I haven't got a stream ending scene a little awkwardly. I think I'm just gonna hit stop streaming and call it a day. Gray, do you have any closing thoughts for us?
Closing thoughts. Congrats to all the runners. There was some very, very good gameplay today. Some very, very funny moments. Some beautiful seed types. Shout out Mousy PC. I really liked the wacky seed with the big block of lava pool. That was really funny. Made me chuckle. Shout out chat. Yeah, that's it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. That's all from us. I hope you have an excellent night. Bye!